Pakalam Maswood channel. Show name Vetri Nichayam. Enprani Jane Kataria. Nan Ipo Chennai. So I would like to share with you my story. I came to Chennai first time in 2017 from Russia. I was born and brought up in USSR. So that was once a huge country, Russia, and now it's two separate countries, Russia and Kazakhstan. So I grew up on the Chinese border, and we could see Chinese people right on the border washing their clothes. And my father was an army officer, so in my childhood I've seen only military people. And in fact, when I was a child, they used to ask me, what can you say how the earth was formed? So I was saying, initially there used to be universe, then there used to be sun, then earth. On earth first there were soldiers, and then all the people came from them. So which shows that the child, when I was a child, I could see only military surroundings. But at the same time, at the age of 6, my mother has taken me to a dance school, and I joined the theater, and my mom herself was a director of that children's theater. So I'm on the stage from the age of 6 until today. And even my son follows my steps. He's also a dancer, he's also an actor, and he also likes to take modeling assignments. So I was working on TV and on movies in Russia before we got posting in Chennai. So upon arriving to Chennai, I was very concerned. I was thinking whether I will be able to continue my career here, because I've never heard about Tamil Nadu, and I didn't know that Hindi is not spoken here, because I'm fluent in Hindi and in English, but in Tamil Nadu I had to learn Tamil first. So it was quite a challenge for me to find my place, to find my career here in Chennai. If you think of yourself as a foreigner, travel somewhere abroad and trying to continue your career, that's always a challenge. So for me, I was lucky enough to find a vacancy at Chennai Live radio station, where I am RJ, and we conduct a show in English. My show name is Expat Life, when I talk to foreigners living in Chennai and how they get along. And you would be surprised how many foreigners we have here in Chennai, more than 3,000 people, and every story is a unique story. And most of the people initially, when they arrive, nobody heard about Chennai, nobody knew, because when you hear about India, you think about elephants, you think about snake charmers, Taj Mahal, and you think about Mumbai and Delhi, maybe Kolkata, but nobody ever heard about Chennai. Chennai is a secret, hidden, lovely place. But when we come here, we settle down, we start falling in love with Chennai, because it's impossible not to like it here. It's so warm, it's so clean, and people are so friendly. And I would say, as an artist, that Tamil audience is one of the best audiences in the world, because any artist who is hardworking, who is in the movies, they have a huge fan following. Once I remember I went to Coimbatore for the celebration of MGR, and I was mesmerized, amazed to see amount of people celebrating on the streets, right from the airport to the ground in the city. It was like 5 to 6 kilometers. It was completely, road was blocked, and all people were dancing and singing and dressed up like MGR, and his posters like 3 stories tall, and Jayalalitha also, all her pictures everywhere. So people show so much love to their heroes. I started my modeling and acting career at a very young age back in Russia. Acting I started at the age of 6 at the theater. I was on the stage performing many roles, and modeling I started at the age of 16, and I'm doing it till now. And I'm very blessed that for all time in my life, for all ages, I'm getting the roles and I'm getting the modeling assignments for TV ads, for commercials, and this is really nice to be in this field for so many years. Starting my career in Chennai was a really big challenge, because coming from a place to a new country where I don't know the culture, where I don't know the language, was quite a task. And I'm sure that if you are trying to go abroad and trying to build your career, that also will be quite a challenge. So here I started sending my CV everywhere to all the channels. I started going for casting like a regular artist, so like on the same basis like everyone else. Meanwhile, I started learning Tamil language. Tamil Pachengi Muchi, so that's what they taught me in one of the shows. Then I started learning Kuchipudi, and I started attending different contests. For example, I already have a queen. I'm a beauty queen from Moscow, from Russia, and I wanted to get away also in Chennai. So I've taken part in Tamil Nadu Beauty Queen. It was all over India contest, which was held in Goa, and I was actually not sure that I have a chance to win it because I was the only foreign lady amongst all other candidates. Even though I have an Indian passport, but my skin color and skin tone looks very different. So I was not sure that they will give me the title. Just imagine you're going to Europe or to Russia and you're competing with all the ladies, thinking that you'll get the first prize. Just could you imagine? So it's always difficult. So because while I'm here, we feel like she's a foreigner, but once you are there, you feel like it's a reverse. So whenever you're going out of the way, so you have to live by different rules. And I was lucky enough to win the Mrs. Tamil Nadu title, not all over India title. Then I've taken a part in a fitness competition. I have 3 medals in fitness as a fitness model. That was also a very difficult task because to get on the stage, to show all your physique, I mean the preparations, I had to practice in the gym for 4 hours every day, and there was a very strict diet. So I went in all over India competition in Guwahati, Assam, and again there were so many competitors and I was just one of them on the stage in front of the jury. So that's always a challenge, and it gives you a character, it gives you a willpower, it gives you the way not to give up and to continue. And with all the small steps, I was getting more and more roles, more and more assignments, and I'm lucky enough to be in this field even now. In the next 5 years, I definitely going to stay in showbiz. I definitely going to be shooting in movies and serials, and I'm always very often invited as an honorable guest to the beauty pageant, as a beauty queen, as a judge to different competitions in the colleges, in the universities, in the contests, in the ramp walk. And I should say that I'm quite a strict judge, and I have enough expertise and experience to guide the new talent. Because just imagine, every year there are 18-year-old kids who graduate the school and who want to enter this profession. And me being here for so many years, I have so much to offer. I'm here like for last 20 years, can you imagine, from the age of 16. And in next 5 years, I'm setting up my school, online school and offline school, where all the new talents can get the profession of model and actor and enter this field and be successful in this field. And I have enough expertise, experience to teach it. I'm also a belly dance instructor, and I'm teaching belly dance, and so many ladies want to join because this is a very new form of dance, while myself I'm learning Kuchipudi dance. So it's always nice to learn something new that always keeps your brain working, updated, and that keeps you going. I was always applying for all the casting agencies, and once I got a call to take a role of a ghost in Kanchana 3 movie. That time I never knew who is Master Raghav Lawrence. I didn't know about his movies. I didn't know that he is very famous social worker, that he takes care of many people, and he runs orphanage with 70 children. I never knew that. So I came to the audition and they told me that it's a role for 4 months where we will be having only night shoots. And it was a really challenge for me. I wanted to try something new, and they said there will be a lot of makeup, and I was playing the ghost, and they used to make that mao, dissolved maida in water, put it on the face, put the black color on the teeth and blood, you know, that special paint, and hair, and there was 2 hours of makeup by 4 people, and then it took 1 hour to remove that makeup, and the shooting time was from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. By the time you come home and sleep, it's already 4 to 5 a.m. You sleep till 12, wake up, have lunch, and 6 p.m. you have to report back on the set. It was really challenging, and plus having a family, having children going to school, but it was worth it. With the support of my family, it was really worth it. And then when the movie was released, I was invited to see the movie in the screen, and I've seen so much reaction. But that's what I want to say, that Tamil audience, Indian audience is one of the best audiences, because when they like something, they don't hide away, they express, they share the love, they share the feelings, and that's what's worth it. Because we, like an artist, what is the best reward? It's not money, it's not fame, it's the love of the audience. Because if they're happy, that means what we do is very meaningful and very important. Just upon arriving in Chennai in 2017, my son got a chance to act in the Marcel movie. That time I didn't know who was Vijay Thalapathy. I was sitting next to him, I was talking to him, but I never knew that he is that a bigger star. So afterwards, when I checked the Google, I was really surprised, and he is so humble, he is so nice, and unbelievable warm person. Then I also met personally Surya and Jyotika and Nagma, because my in-laws are friends with Jyotika's parents from the very childhood. So my father-in-law and her father, Surya's father-in-law, they studied together from the age of 10, and they're still friends till the age of 80. And it's like a family bonding, and I could have a chance to meet Surya and Jyotika off the set, and I should say that they are very lovely couple, very interesting people, and very humble. And Surya said that only out of Chennai I can feel myself like a normal human being, because when I'm in Chennai, I'm a big star. Everybody wants to come, everybody wants to take selfie. And last time we met in Goa, and he says I can go in the market and buy papaya, and most people won't even recognize me. That's a completely different feeling, and he makes jokes, he smiles. So even big stars, they still are just humans around us. So yes, I can name 3 things. That's the hard work, the discipline, and the education. So you should always constantly study, learn something new. If you think you know enough, that's the end of your career. You should always look for something new. You should always be curious. You should be always ready to acquire new skills from the people. If you think you are here, you know more than anyone else, that's it. This is the beginning of the end. So always be on the path of learning, of hard working, and self-discipline. VETRI NICHAYAM channel உங்களை பார்த்தது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். நன்றி, வணக்கம். மாஸ் வேர்ல்ட் சேனல் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க.